You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So we're going to be joined on the phone. We're going to be talking all about this year's Swale Business Awards. Firstly, thank you very much for joining us. Could you just introduce yourself and tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
My name's Liz Jordan. I'm a partner in UHY Hacker Young, who are based in Roman Square in Sittingbourne, and I'm the chair of the Swale Business Awards. I've been involved in the awards since their inauguration in 2007.
So tell us a bit more about the Swale Business Awards if our listeners haven't heard of it before.
It's a competition for businesses within the Swale area, and we define that as anybody who pays their business rates to Swale. And it's designed for all sorts of businesses, from a small one-man band up to a big not perhaps multi-million pound, but several million turnover company. And it's designed to promote the excellence of business in Swale, and what we find each year is that it's amazing the types of businesses that there are, and the variety of businesses, and the enthusiasm in our area.
So how many years has it been running for now?
Well, this is now year 11. The last year was our 10th anniversary, and we're now in our 11th year.
So I bet you've come across some different businesses over those years.
Yes, I certainly have, and say each year we find somebody different that we haven't come across before. You think perhaps it would be a repetition, but all the time there are new businesses being developed, and people have new ideas, and it's quite fascinating, some of the ones that we come across.
So is this something that's unique to the area of Swale, or are there other sort of awards round the country like what you do, or are you a unique sort of idea?
No, it's not unique. There are awards of this nature. That there is the Kent Chamber of Commerce organises a Kent-wide awards scheme, and in other parts of the country there's something very similar. But I think we always feel that within Swale we've got a really positive energy in terms of the businesses that are within this area, and like to support each other, like to encourage other businesses, want to do more trading amongst themselves rather than looking elsewhere in the country for business partners. I think we're quite a special area, because we, perhaps compared to some other areas of the country, we've got quite an industrial heritage.
So how does it work? Does a business enter themselves, or does it rely on people who think, well, that's a really good business I'm going to nominate them?
We do both. We've always, traditionally, businesses register. They register their interest and say, yes, I would like to enter the awards, and then we send them an entry form which they complete online. And then their entry is then complete. But last year we introduced for the first time a nomination process. So we contacted people and said, if you would like to nominate a business, please do so. And it was interesting that then encouraged some businesses. I think sometimes a business thinks, well, perhaps I'm not good enough to enter. But if somebody has nominated them and said, yes, I've had a really good service in this business, I think they ought to be in the awards. It then perhaps encourages them to then complete the entry form.
And do you think that sort of opened it up to businesses that hadn't been entered before, because people could recommend a business?
I'm sure it has, yes, because I think sometimes people think, oh, well, there's some really good businesses out there. They're not there. I don't have a chance, but they'd be pleasantly surprised when they realise how much positive feeling there is amongst either the customers or other contacts that they have.
So obviously over the 11 years you've come across lots of different businesses, and I assume different businesses have been involved. Does that help businesses to perhaps network with each other?
Yes, it certainly does. And what we're finding is our networking events are really going from strength to strength. We had our launch at the Queenborough Guildhall on the 7th of March, and about 60 people attended that event. And we're having an evening with the chaps, our local representative from the Bank of England is speaking about the economic climate, and that's at Shepherd Neame on the 26th of April. And then we're also having a breakfast meeting at Macmaid's Fine Foods on the 8th of June. And what we do is we encourage those who've entered the awards, those who've been involved before, to come along, and perhaps people who are thinking about entering but not quite sure, want to have a chat to the judges. And that side of it is going from strength to strength.
So what is the deadline if people do want to enter their businesses, or someone thinks of a business they think deserves to be nominated?
Our deadline is the 30th of June this year. We brought it forward a little bit because our gala evening is on the 22nd of September. It has been in October in the past, so just to give our judges enough time to go through the entries and visit the finalists, we brought the deadline forward to the 30th of June. And it's interesting, although we only launched on the 7th of March, we've already got 30 registrations, which we think is really encouraging. And I was just having a look, because this is a sheppey radio programme, isn't it? We've got 6 already from the Isle of Sheppey.
Yeah, which is quite amazing.
Yes. So I give them a plug. So the ones who I've got has got Fabrics A Go-Go, McCall's of Kent Limited, iCars, Sheppey Matters, and Kent Catering Service, and Oliver's Personnel Services. So as you can see from that list, it is a really wide variety of different types of businesses.
So I assume there's no limits on the business. What categorises a business that can be nominated or accepted?
Yeah, so what we ask is that the business has been in existence for at least a year, and as I say, they need to be operating within the swale area. And there are different awards. There's an overall award. There's a best business in Sheppey, best business in Sittingbourne, and best business in Faversham, to recognise the 3 areas of the 3 areas of swale. And then we have an Employer of the Year. We have a Small Business of the Year. And we then usually have a Judges Special Award, because sometimes the judges feel a business deserves an award, although it doesn't perhaps fit into one of the other categories. So we try and make it as flexible as possible.
So was there anything else you'd like to cover or get over to our listeners?
I'm going to say one thing that I wanted to say thank you to our sponsors. We've got a number of local businesses that have agreed to be sponsors, and they are the ones who finance the awards for us. And this year, certainly in terms of the Isle of Sheppey, Peel Ports, Medway, our sponsors, and also Checkmate have come on board for the first time as sponsors. So we're pleased to have both of those businesses involved.
Well, if you're happy we've covered everything, I was just hoping you could refresh our listeners on how they can find out more about this year's Swale Business Awards.
The best place to go to is our website, which is www.swalebusinessawards.co.uk. Then you'll see there the registration form. The nomination form will be on the website. So if you would like to enter, complete a registration form, and then you'll be sent a link to the full entry form. Or if you know a business that you think ought to be nominated, complete a nomination form, and then we will follow it up with that business.
Well, as always, I'd like to thank you very much for talking to us here at BRFM Bridge Radio.
Thank you very much. It's good to be able to talk about the awards.